as I go through life and evolve with my fitness, my business, my self-development, just evolving in general, one thing seems to be incongruent with the entire process. Like it seems to be incongruent with the entirety of when I'm leveling up and when I'm falling down. And that thing is me making excuses, right? Me taking the blame for everything, right? When I'm making excuses, that's when I make the least amount of progress, making no progress at all. Like I was overweight, right? I used to be overweight. And I gained 80 pounds in a year during COVID. When COVID started, I gained 80 pounds in actually 9 months. So I was gaining like 8, 9 pounds a month, right? And I would just sit there and make excuses. I would avoid it and I would make excuses. I would say, oh, it's COVID's fault. Oh, it's my parents' fault. I can't do anything. I can't exercise. How would that be anyone else's fault but mine? Think about it. How is that anyone else's fault if I'm the one eating the food? If I'm the one sitting down all day in front of a computer playing video games all day, how is that anyone else's fault? And so I was younger, right? But I just didn't understand that everything is your fault as a man. And y'all need to understand that everything is your fault. Everything. And once you take the blame for everything, that's when you have the control over everything, right? Like, let's say, like people who have children, right? If you have a kid and you take the blame for that kid, you also have the power to control what that kid does. Because if the kid goes around and gets hurt, you take the blame, right? Even though you're not the kid, you still have to influence everything the kid does and make sure that nothing goes wrong. And that's how you should treat your life, right? Things can be thrown at you. Things can hurt. Pain can come. But you need to take responsibility and work with what you have and what you can control and sculpt it and mold it into what you want out of life. Like, you know damn well that what you eat, if you're fat, it's your fault. You know damn well if you're fat, it is your fault, bro. You know deep down, but you just don't. It feels so good to be able to give that blame onto something else. It feels so easy to do that. Almost good, but it doesn't actually feel good. Because deep down, you know that it's your fault. You know that you're lazy. You know that if you pushed your hardest, you could do it. If you gave everything, 100%, everything you had into losing weight, into eating healthy, in improving your mindset, into developing your body, into building muscle, if you gave everything you had, you would most certainly be in a better position. You know that damn well, bro. You know that. I know that. And and the crazy part is, I still struggle with this. Like, I don't struggle with it like I used to. I know that my body, my mindset, everything physically about me is definitely my fault, right? That's obvious because I'm the one who eats, I'm the one who exercises, I'm the one who chooses to or not. And I don't care if I have the time, I'm going to get it in because it's a priority. I put it in front of other things prior. I prioritize it, okay? That's what you guys need to do. If you want to be in shape, you have to prioritize the actions that are going to get you in shape. Because I know damn well your life isn't 100% stacked up to the calendar with work to survive. I know you're not squeaking by like that. You have time to eat healthy and exercise. And guess what? It doesn't even take any extra time. It doesn't take any extra time because you can go to the store, buy fruit, do whatever you got to do. And so, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have the power. And I still struggle with this too. Like I said, like it gets to a higher level. You know what I'm saying? Like in my business, I used to be pushing out content on Instagram and stuff like that. And it wasn't getting any views. And I was like, oh, it's my account's suppressed. Oh, it's just not working. When in reality, I wasn't making good stuff. I wasn't putting in the work to bring in what I wanted to bring in. I wasn't helping enough people. I wasn't being genuine enough. I wasn't giving enough value. And then I changed my mindset around. And I said, know what? It's my fault. It's my responsibility. Other people are getting more. They're doing different things. So I got to do those different things. And then guess what? I improved my content. I got more people coming in, joining the community, and growing with their fitness, their mental health, their self-development, everything. And I got more people. And it's just like that. And with something as complex as content, like I post a video and like the algorithm determines if it gets views or not. And you're sitting there saying that you don't have control over your physique and what you're eating. That shit is simple, bro. Very, very simple. You know exactly what to do. You know to put the pizza down. You know to eat chicken, bro. You know exactly what to do, but you make excuses and you act like it's not in your power when in reality you can take power. You can take more power than what is inside of you if you just stop making excuses. Like you have so much control and influence over your environment, but a lot of people just don't realize it. A lot of people just don't know. But you actually influence a lot of the things around you if you just pay attention and act on it. All you need to do is act on it, bro. All you need to do is stop and destroy that little mindset, that punk in your head that's telling you that you don't have the power. Because the deepest version of you, deep down, knows that you have all the power. And that's why you feel uncomfortable every day. You know, if you're lazy and you like to make excuses all the time, that's why you feel like a loser every time you look in the mirror. Every night you get into bed and you feel like a loser. Because I know and you know that you have power inside of you, bro. You have hella abilities, hella potential. But you make excuses that snuff it out. Like, if you just say, know what? It's my fault. It's my responsibility. It's my power. Even though this happened, even though I got traumatized by this, even though it's hard to eat this, even though it's hard to get this, it's hard to do this. That doesn't mean it's impossible. It just means it's hard. And so even though it's difficult, it's my responsibility. I have to do it. It's what I need to do. And once you take control and take responsibility, that's when you gain so much more power over yourself, and that's when you truly evolve. Like, if you take responsibility for something that you don't think you're responsible for, like, try right now. Try right now. Take something that you like to push to the universe and say, oh, that's not my fault. I have no control over that. Take something that's affecting you and that's, hurting you, unless it's something that's literally impossible for you to, act upon. Take that and say, know what, I'm gonna be responsible for it. I'm gonna be responsible for it, and then see how fast your life can change with just work and repetition. See how drastically your life can change once you just take that responsibility for the things that you love to put out into the world that are actually your fault. And once you do that, your life will change. Your life will change a lot, bro. I'm like, I only make these videos just so that I could change people like y'all mindsets and just put you on the right track to fully improving yourself. I would never sit here and get on here and lie if I haven't gone through it and changed that mindset myself and fully improved throughout the process, or the mindset or the mind shift that I'm giving you. And taking the blame, taking the responsibility, being proactive when it's so easy to blame things on other circumstances gives you so much power. Everything that's hard, everything that's outside of your influence or whatever, everything that's outside of you, it just starts to reel in. And you become so powerful.